What's up everyone, it's Ewan from What Culture here with some potentially sad news if you're a fan of Tom King's Batman. The series has proven to be one of DC's most consistent comics since it first launched in 2016, but rumours are now circulating that the writer could be set to leave the comic before the end of the year. According to Bleeding Cool, this was not King's own choice, while CBR also confirmed that the Mr. Miracle scribe is set to leave the book with the release of Batman number 85, 15 issues earlier than the planned 100 milestone. Bleeding Cool also add in their report that this could be down to the title's declining sales, with Marvel's The Immortal Hulk actually outselling Batman a few months prior. News of King's premature departure is sure to frustrate fans, i.e. me, especially since the writer was in the midst of executing an 100-issue long arc with the character. Between the wedding and the latest Nightmares arc, King has adopted an introspective approach to the character that has laid bare all of Bruce Wayne's hopes and fears. It actually takes the Dark Knight somewhere, in a manner unseen since Grant Morrison's reign on Batman that closed off at the beginning of the decade, and we all know how that ended. Fortunately for King's fans, it's clear that the writer will be staying with DC after his tenure on Batman comes to a close. CBR mentioned that he still has, quote, several new unannounced projects planned for the next couple of years, while artist Mitch Gerads, who previously collaborated with King on Mr. Miracle and Sheriff of Babylon, posted a cryptic tweet yesterday indicating that he's privy to knowing things about a thing, and that thing means even better things later down the line. It's important at this stage to remind everyone of how DC handled the conclusion to Grant Morrison's Batman, because there are comparisons to be made. Morrison promised to take the character in a completely different direction with Batman Incorporated, and it was no surprise that the New 52, a universe-wide relaunch that rebooted DC continuity, followed shortly thereafter. Morrison was promptly shipped off the main Batman title and left to tell the remainder of Inc. in a semi-fudged continuity, while the main Batman series was allowed to use a more traditional version of the character. Before news of King's departure came around, the writer had promised in an interview with The Hollywood Reporter that he would, quote, change the character for a generation. Bleeding Cool speculated that Warner Brothers may have had second thoughts regarding said change, but it's entirely possible that King is facing a similar situation that Morrison did with Inc. and will be left to tell the remainder of his Batman story in a separate mini-series. Now, given Gerads' tweets, might it be possible that he's set to collaborate with the writer to finish their arc? I mean, it's certainly possible, but fans can expect to learn more in the weeks and months to come anyway. The point is that while King could be set to leave the main Batman series, it would be a good idea to exercise patience and see what comes next. The logical step, given what we've seen in the past with Batman, is that he'll be given the opportunity to finish his story in a completely different title. But I want to know what you all think of Tom King supposedly leaving Batman. Are DC making the right decision, or is this another case of comics being too afraid to take their characters to new and exciting places? Be sure to let me know down in the comments below, and please be sure to support the channel by liking, sharing, and subscribing. You can find me over on Twitter at @EwanRuinsThings, and I'll catch you all next time. Bye!